Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sarah J. And today I have a very interesting topic. I would also like to add that I am not in my home. I am currently in a hotel room out in Maryland. And I was caught up in a really intense conversation that required me to do several voice notes. That's when you know it's intense. And Today, I'd just like to talk about the topic of marriage. As you all know, or you may not know, I am not married. I do aspire to marriage. I do believe I want children of some sort. I will not be a cat lady because I don't own any cats. So let's jump right into it, okay? So, what is marriage? Socially or ritually recognized union between spouses that establish rights and obligations. That's where I got lost at. Rights, obligations. Well, thankfully, how to be married isn't my topic today. So, we're not going to discuss those rights or obligations. For those who are married, please feel free to comment below. And those who are engaged, please feel free to let me know about those obligations. I'll continue to read the good book in Titus 2 and 1 and figure that out. But instead, I'd like to dive into 6 key to dos prior to being married or prior to saying I do. Um, the first one that I came up with is, drum roll, know thyself. A lot of times you'll hear people say, know yourself, know yourself. Drake said it, know yourself, know yourself. I'm saying it and I'm so serious. It is so necessary for you to know yourself in order to even make it out here in this world, let alone these friendships and relationships and marriage, an oath that you take before God and saying that you're going to be with this person for sickness and health to death does us part. So knowing thyself would mean knowing if you drink or not, if you like a person that drinks or not, knowing if you have some form of addictions. It could be porn, alcohol, drugs, whatever the case may be, knowing what makes you react, knowing if you're an actor or a reactor, knowing those things about yourself. And it can take time. So, there's no microwavable way out of that one. um, and also just knowing, who you are. It's you. It's your being. So it's very important to know yourself. The second one is know thy worth. A lot of people get this confused with knowing thyself, like, oh, I know myself, so I know I won't. But a lot of times, if you don't know your worth, you can know yourself and find yourself in that exact situation where you said, I would never do that. So knowing thy worth is about knowing what you'll tolerate, knowing what you don't have to tolerate. For an example, I went into a restaurant, the lady looked at me and served everyone around the bar at least twice before she asked me if I needed anything to drink. And I responded with, I just like a menu. And she slammed the menu down, kind of, and proceeded to deal with everyone else at the bar. At that moment, I knew my worth, and I decided that I did not have to sit through that. A lot of times we'll get into things and we'll forget our worth and we'll value the relationship over ourselves. And 20 years later, we'll finally say enough is enough. Enough was enough when homegirl slammed the menu down. So flip that and use that in your relationship sense. And this can be on any level. This could be a new person that you're dating, or this could be your husband. Knowing your worth is valuable. Okay. Um, the third one, know your purpose. A lot of people throw the P word around, like, know your purpose, know your purpose. No, seriously, know your purpose. You might find out your purpose is, I don't know, to save the world. How effective will you be if you were married? Now, you may be able to do it, it just might take you a little bit longer. Or your purpose could be, I don't know, the president. And if you're a woman and you're trying to be the president and things are tough, you might not accomplish that or conquer it. So it's really important to know your purpose before getting entangled in anything. And sometimes this person will support you, and other times I've been told that they don't want to support that, you know. So it's always good to know your purpose. And if you have any questions about knowing your purpose, you definitely should seek God, prayer, or any other higher deity that you answer to. Fourth, know that everything that was tough when you were single will be tougher when you're married. Married. So temptation, that doesn't fade. In fact, they come harder. They really want you because it's a game. It's even more of a game. It's even more of a catch. Oh, look at that. They have a ring on their finger. I want to go after that indeed. And in fact, I want to go after it just because I know that there's no commitment ties with me and that other person. So you definitely want to know that marriage is not going to be the surgery that you need. It's only a band-aid over some small things that used to get in the way of the relationship, and it will continue to push at relationships. So know that everything that was tough when you were single will become even more tougher. So if you struggle with trust when you were single or in the relationship, it's going to heighten extremely. So I'd encourage you all to work on that prior to even saying I do. And fifth, know your marital limitations. If you want to be married at 25 or married at 30 and a person is pushing you prior to that earlier, if you don't feel that, then don't go with it. Love is kind, love is patient. That's all I got to say about that one. Knowing your limitations as far as knowing what you'll tolerate in and out the bedroom, knowing what you'll tolerate in and out of public. Like knowing those limitations are valuable because you never want to wake up years later like, oh, never really agreed with that in the first, and here we are. You don't want that. So I would encourage you all to think about those things. I know it's a little premature, especially if you're single like myself or if you're just engaged, but you definitely want to be able to get to that bridge before you have to cross it, because when it's time to cross it, trust me, you're in panic mode and another person's trying to cross it with you at the same time. Sixth, and lastly, life does not stop after you say, I do. Meaning, if you had friends before the marriage, you will have friends after the marriage and during the marriage. If you were a gym guru and caught your husband at the gym, guess what you will be during the marriage? A gym guru. And after the marriage, a gym guru, you know, that is your life. You love the gym. You get a shirt that says, I love gym. Like, that's how that goes. As well as if you were eating healthy at Panera Bread when you met him, you eat healthy at Panera Bread with him. That's what you guys do. Like, there are things that you change and you modify, but when it's core to your character and you find yourself um, feeling as if you're making this change only for that person and no one else, and you have not been led to do that, then go ahead and enroll in counseling. No, but I'm serious. I'm definitely serious. You want to be careful of that. You want to be mindful of that. You want to know that, you know, life does not end after you say I do. And you know, you guys can do life together now. And the things that you liked when you guys got together, if it wasn't detrimental to the relationship or the marriage or who you believe in, then keep those things up, because those will be the things that keep you all together. It keeps it fun and new and sparks and all that good stuff married people talk about. I don't know. But you definitely want to keep those things in place. And that is all. So you guys, I want to say thank you all for tuning in with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you. Over and out. Yours truly is Sarah J.